Advocate Babu Saheb Bonde High School Lonavala welcome you all here. Children, today we will learn the subject English with the help of phonic sound. The first sound is S and the letter of this sound is S. Children, do you like stories? Yes, we all like stories. So today I will tell you one story of a boy and a dog. It is a sunny day. A boy takes his dog for a walk. The boy throws a stick and the dog runs after it. The dog sniffs around in the grass and starts barking. A large spotty snake is sitting up the hissing. The boy grabs the dog and the snake slowly slithers away. So children, did you like the story? Yes, I hope you all like. Now we will learn the formation of letter S. Turn, left curve, then turn on right curve. The letter S. We learned the formation of letter S. Now we will sing one song. Let's start. The snake is in the grass. The snake is in the grass. Tss, tss, tss. The snake is in the grass. One more time. The snake is in the grass. The snake is in the grass. Tss, tss, tss. The snake is in the grass. Now children, we will understand and learn how to read the words with the help of phonic sounds. Here the first word is, the letter of the first word is A. The sound of A is A. S, as. S, a, t, sat. S, t, sit. S, p, sip. S, sim. S, sin. S, d. S, d. Sand. St. Nest. Sun. Spots. Now children, you learned all the words with the help of sounds. Thank you. Children, before going to the next phonic sound, we will revise the two sounds which we have learnt. The first sound is S. The letter of this sound is S. S says sun. S says sand. S says snake. The next sound is A. A. And the letter of this sound is A. A says apple. A says ant. So now children, we will understand the next letter sound, that is the letter is T. To understand the sound, we will listen one story. Some children go to a tennis match. Each time the racket hits the ball, it makes a sound noise, and the game is very exciting. The people in the crowd turn their head from side to side, watching the ball. The children go home and play tennis too. T- t- Now, children, we will sing one song to understand the sound of letter T. When I watch the tennis game, t- when I watch the tennis game, my head goes back and forth. When I watch the tennis game, when I watch the tennis game, my head goes back and forth. Now, children, we will learn the formation of the letter T. First, make one standing line, then one sleeping line. So, children, now we will take some words to understand the sound of T. At, at, t, a, tan, t, a, p, tip, t, o, Tom, t, a, tin, tin, t, o, two, a, t, ant, s, at, sat, et, it, p, at, pat. So, children, I hope you understood the sound of T. Thank you. Children, now we will learn the second sound of the phonics. A. The letter of this sound is A. Now let us listen one story. A family are going on a picnic. The children help to pack some apples, sandwiches, and a blackberry pie. At the picnic, the children feel something tickling them. Some ants are crawling up their arms. They jump up and shouting, ah, ah, ah. They are the letter A make the sound ah. Repeat after me. Ah. A says ant. A says apple. Now we will listen one song. Ah, ah, ants on my arm. Ah, ah, ants on my arm. Ah, ah, ants on my arm. They're causing me alarm. Now, children, we will learn the formation of the letter A. Now, children, we will learn the formation of letter A. First, left curve, start from the top and go around to the bottom, and then standing line, and this is small a. And what is the sound of A? Ah. We learn how to form a letter A. Now we will understand some words with A. A, an, as, at, at, mm, ah, mm, man, j, ah, mm, jam, r, ah, mm, ran, ah, mm, t, ant, ah, mm, d, and, s, ah, mm, s, ah, mm, d, sand, at, pat. Now, children, as is apple, as is ant. Now, children, we will learn the third sound of the phonics. Hello, children. Now, we will learn the next sound. Before that, we will revise the three sounds which we have learned before. The first letter is S. The sound of S letter is S. And S says snake. S says sun. Now the next letter is A. The sound of A letter is A. A. A says apple. A says ant. And the next letter is T. And the sound of T letter is T. T says top. T says 10. T says Tom. Now the next letter is I, and the sound of I letter is eh. Eh. We will see one story of the sound eh. A family has a white pet mouse. One night, the cage door is left open and the mouse escapes. It runs along the desk and knocks over the ink bottle, and the mouse is splashed by the ink. It squeaks, eh, eh, and tries to scrub it off. Now the mouse is called Inky Mouse. So, children, what is the sound of I letter? Eh, eh. Now, children, let's hear one song. Inky the mouse is my pet. She spilled the ink and got wet. The ink is spread all over the desk. Eh, 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 eh. Ink is wet. So, children, after hearing this song, you will get to know the sound of I letter eh, eh. And now we will read some words. Eh, t, it, eh, s, is, t, eh, p, tip, s, eh, t, sit, t, eh, tin, eh, t, s, it's, p, eh, pin, p, eh, t, pit, r, eh, rim, t, eh, Tim. So, children, I hope you understand this sound. So, now we will go to the next one. Children, now we will recall the sounds which we have learned in previous videos. Now, the first letter is S. The sound of S letter is S. The next letter is A. The sound of A letter is A. Next letter is T. And the sound of T letter is T. And the next letter is I. The sound of I letter is A. Now we will go on the next letter. The next letter is P. And the sound of letter P is P, 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 like you're blowing the candles. P, P, P. Now children, to understand or learn the sound of letter P, we will hear one story. Let's start. A boy is having a birthday party. He opens his presents and plays some party games. Then he puffs out the candles on his cake. They are trick candles and keep relighting. Everyone tries to puff out the candles, going p, p, p. Now children, to learn the sound of letter P, we will sing one song. Puff out the candle on the pink pig cake. Puff, 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 puff. Puff out the candles on the pink pig cake. Puff, 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 puff. Now children, you understood the sound of P letter. Now we will learn the formation of letter P with the help of our fingers. So children, start from the above to the top, make one standing line and then again go up and make one round from right hand side. So it become P letter, small p. Then we learn the sound of S letter, T letter, P letter and I letter. And now we will read the words with the help of that sound. P, A, T, pit, S, A, P, sap, T, A, P, tip, P, A, T, pat, S, A, P, sip, T, A, P, tap, P, A, P, pip, S, A, P, S, sips, S, P, at, S, S, P, at, S, spits, P, at, S, pats. P says pop, P says puff. Now children, we will learn one more sound in the next video. Thank you. Children, now we will recall the sounds which we have learned in previous videos. Now the first letter is S. The sound of S letter is S. The next letter is A. The sound of A letter is A. Next letter is T. And the sound of T letter is T. And the next letter is I. The sound of I letter is A. Now we will go on the next letter. The next letter is letter P. To understand that, we will go. Today we will learn the next sound. Before that, we will start our lesson by revising the sound below. The first letter is P and the sound of P letter is P. P. And the next letter is I and the sound of I letter is A. A. The next letter is T and the sound of T letter is T. T. And the next letter is A and the sound of A letter is A. A. The next letter is S and the sound of S letter is S. S. Now we will go on the next letter, that is N. To understand the sound of this letter, we will hear one story. A girl and her grandfather are fishing by a pond. Grandfather has a fishing rod and the girl has a net. Suddenly, they hear a loud and nasty noise as a plane flies overhead. The girl runs around pretending that she is a plane and saying, So, the sound of this letter is Now, children, we will sing a song to understand better the sound of N letter. Let's start. Hear the aeroplane, hear the aeroplane. Today we will take the next sound of phonics. Before that, we will recall the sounds before we have learnt. The first sound is P. It is of letter P. And the second sound is A. It is of letter I. And the third sound is T, T, T. And it is of letter T. The next sound is A. A. It is of letter A. And then the last one is S. S. Yes, this is the sound of letter S. So today we will learn the next letter sound, that is N. That is of letter N. So for that we will hear one story. A girl and her grandfather are fishing by a pond. Grandfather has a fishing rod and the girl has a net. Suddenly, they hear a loud and nasty noise. As a plane flies overhead, the girls run around pretending she is a plane, saying, Yes, the sound of N letter is For understanding the letter N sound, we will sing one song. Hear the aeroplane, hear the aeroplane, hear the aeroplane, making lots of noise. Yes, children, you have to pretend like a plane. And we will take some words of letter N. The first word is in. Second, p, a, pan. T, tin. A, t, ant. Ah, span. No. Ah, nap. Ah, pin. No. Nip. Ah, nap. Spin. So, children, we understood the reading of the letter with the blending of sounds. Thank you.